How you doing, Kenz?
Good.
So how's your day been?
Good.
Did you have a good breakfast? No?
Maybe I didn't have breakfast.
Maybe you didn't have
I was
breakfast.
taking care of the
You
dogs.
better not faint during this video because you didn't have enough nutrition. Personally, I had a huge breakfast. Sausage and eggs and hash browns with my wife. It was great. Okay, let's get to business. We're going to talk about the fundamentals of standing in this video, and then we're going to make another video just going through some quick flow posing to show those fundamentals of standing. Okay, so what we want to do, and you've seen this in other ones, we're going to do the same kind of thing to start off. Turn and face that way. Now when she stands this way, she's a certain height. If she sets a foot forward a little bit, she's kind of relaxed, but if she puts her weight on that front foot, we get the curve in her back that we're looking for. Twist your upper body towards them a little bit. Perfect. So now we can get that curve in her back that we're looking for. We get her shoulders back without telling her to put her shoulders back. That's the basics. We can shoot her like this, but we can make it more elegant. If she points this toe back, it looks better because now the distance between her toe to her knee got longer, and now it just looks more elegant than putting it down flat like you did. Right? We get a funky flat here. Her calf doesn't look the same. If she points that toe again, look how much better that looks. If she brings it a little bit closer to the camera, it looks cool. And then she can bring it a little more and turn her hips. Now we've got this cool long length just from doing that much. You can put your heel back a little bit. No, I'm sorry. Keep your toe out, but drop your heel back a little. So you're more like this. Yep, there we go. Yep. Yep, that looks killer. Let your heel roll back. That way, there we go. So we get her leg coming at us, which makes it look longer because it goes from here to here instead of from there to there. And you'll get it from the angle that you're looking at what I just said. Okay, so now she can face the camera. If she bends one knee, just bend it, it looks okay. If she pops it towards the other knee, in front of the other knee a little bit, it looks better. Keep your feet right touching. There we go. Look at the curves we get doing this. Put it straight at them. Point your knee straight at them. When it goes straight at them, it gets thicker here and a little bit knobby. When she turns it, it lets her body have some curves. If she lets her hips turn with that knee a little bit, yep, we can get some cool looks. Take your hands, slide them around right there. Yep, so now we've got her legs turned, we got her body curved a little bit, we got her hands with the sides of her hands facing the camera. All that stuff is what you want. All right, now put your feet apart, lean on one hip. Okay, if she leans on one hip's going to be higher than the other. So if she touches her sides, she puts the hand higher on her high hip and lower on her low hip, so we can let it touch lower. So bring it back a little bit so it's behind. There we go. So now we've got that long length. If she lifts her heel and lets her knee bend a little bit, we can get a little more drag out of that leg. If she twists her hips a little bit, now just keep your foot forward, just turn your hips just a little bit right there and bring your upper body towards them. Beautiful. Now we get this nice long look and we get her nice and thin right through her abs. Her abs will get flexed when we do this kind of stuff, and it all looks great. Okay, now go 1 foot and cross it over. If she crosses it over and pulls it in, her leg gets shorter, okay? Because her toe goes behind. It looks fine from the side, but from the front, it gets short. The other thing we got to watch for, point it over here. We want to make sure her thigh doesn't press against her other thigh to make her thigh look bigger. If she puts her foot forward a little bit, now we get that nice thin flexed thigh from the front that looks even better. If she points it out like this, it looks nice and long. So she can cross her foot over and point it, leave her heel up and just touch with her toe. I like them to not, here, point your toe this way. No, just leave your foot there. Turn your, yep. Sometimes they'll do this and it'll look awkward. You don't want to do anything that makes it look like they just broke their ankle. Have you ever broken a bone?
Yeah, I broke my left arm 3 times.
How did you do that?
Dancing.
Oh yeah, she used to be a comp dancer, right?
Yeah.
And a comp cheer. Super athletic. I mean, you can tell just looking at her. But sadly, that was a time a few years ago.
Yeah.
So So did it hurt really bad?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we won't break any bones in the making of these videos. All right, so now point your toe back at them. So if we keep her toes pointing forward, that helps. Now let's put your feet down again. Let's put your feet apart again. Lean on the other hip this time. Keep your toes forward. Now look at her legs with her toes pointing at the lens. Her thighs stay nice and thin. Take that foot and point it out. Look how wide her thigh gets right there because her foot is pointed out. Be super careful when you're going to do that. You have to have a really good reason to point their toes out. As long as her toes are pointing right at the camera, her legs are going to look the thinnest and the strongest from the front. Okay? That's another basic standing pose thing. Okay, now let's see. Crisscross, standing foot. Oh, crisscross over again. Cross the other foot this time. She keeps it forward, push it out a little bit. Now just put all your weight on that front foot. Now what's going to happen is a lot of times they'll keep their back leg straight and then that presses her thigh against her other leg. Now go on your toe and let that bend. Now it looks nice and pretty. Now we got that height because she's as tall as she could be because she's got her weight on her front hip. I'm sorry, Sue Bryce. These are high school kids. We can stand on our front hip, right? Okay, so and if she turns her hips a little more that way, we can see that beautiful curve in her body. If she can do whatever she wants with her hands and arms, and we'll put it all through in a second in some flow posing. I think that's it, right?
I think so.
We got it right this
Yeah.
time, right? Okay.